Good morning, welcome back. It's Monday. We're down in the seed warehouse today. We're going to treat a bunch of beans. I think I had 28 boxes I counted up I was ready to deliver to treat for 3 separate customers. 2 of them are a father and son. They go to the same place. That's the majority of them. So we're going to get these treated today, start delivering them tomorrow, I think. Got a meeting here later this morning and a few different things going on. But yeah, mostly we're treating beans today. So let's get to it. First variety here. We've got 10 boxes of this variety, which is awesome, except for the fact that I don't have all the same lot number or seed size. There's 3 different lot numbers here, which is super frustrating for me, but that's how they shipped them to me this year. So we've got this 4280 that's 3,050 seeds per pound. We've got this 9542 that's 2790 seeds per pound. And then I've got 2 boxes of 9539 that's 2660 seeds per pound. So that's frustrating. It's much easier when they're all the same and I can just run them through, because now I got to stop in between each lot number and change out the information in the computer and everything. We don't really have to clean out between them because there's the same variety, so that's not going to hurt anything, but just makes my job harder. And for customers that would be planting with like a grain drill, like a John Deere 1590 or an air seeder or something that's metering out with a metering roll, that's super frustrating. Now, I do know that this customer has a 1790 bean planter that has a vacuum plate just like ours. And so seed size is not that big of a deal, or seed size change, I should say. But yeah, I don't like it when we have multiple seed lots or sizes per variety. It's inevitable to an extent, but minimize it as much as possible. Getting started with this first box here. So we are treating with our base treatment, the Cruiser Max Apex today, and we are also putting in inoculant, our Exceed 500 XR. So we're all set up for that. Red beans coming out, that's good. One thing to note, our inoculant does not go through our atomizer, right? So our inoculant is in this separate tank here, and we're bringing in the Cruiser Max Apex from tank 1. We're bringing water from tank 3. This line will clear up as we start pumping some through it. It kind of backfeeds when you shut it off over time here. But the inoculant line actually goes up through a different port. And the reason for that is we do not want to put it through the atomizer, because it could potentially kill the bacteria that's in there, spinning it through that centrifuge like that. And so it's dropping in down there, its own separate line, but it's still getting thoroughly mixed through everything. And I've always thought that this inoculant does a really good job for us. It's pretty cheap for what it is, and we seem to get a lot of nitrogen nodules forming on the roots from it. That's what that stuff is for. Okay. Well, I got a few boxes treated, and then like I said, I had a meeting with the guy this morning here. We're trying to figure some stuff out, and now I got a seed truck here. And apparently, there are 19 boxes of beans on this truck. All right, that's a lot. I'm surprised by that, but it's okay. I think I have room for them. It'll be fine. Not a super productive morning here. We've got 6 boxes treated. That's it so far. That's okay. We'll have a big run this afternoon. We'll get a bunch done. I knew that was going to happen. That's why I didn't schedule a delivery for this afternoon, because I'm like, I don't think I'm going to get there. Anyway, meeting's done. Got the truck unloaded. It's lunchtime. I'll walk up to the house here, grab some lunch. We'll treat beans. It is nice out. It's sunny. Not quite as warm as it was last week, but not terrible. And we had about 9/10 of an inch of rain over the weekend. So too wet to be in the fields. Going to be a while before we can think about planting again, but it wasn't horrible. Still treating beans. We're getting a pile of them done now. I started putting boxes over there, getting some of these rows worked back, although we built these ones back out when we got those 19 boxes on that truck today. Supposedly there's another one coming at some point. I don't know if that's today or just sometime this week or what, but they said there's another one lined up, so that's good. We've got these 3 boxes, the one we're doing there, and these 2, and then I think we've got, how many more? I don't know. 4, 3. Another 7 to go after these 3. Okay. Cool. Well, we'll get those done pretty easily here, and we'll start getting our samples and our lids zip tied down and all that. And then we're going to load up a trailer. Putting 8 boxes on today for a load going tomorrow. We've got a guy. It's going to take 4 trips total between most of these boxes of beans, and I think they got 4 boxes of corn. Yeah, so we're going to start hauling up there tomorrow. We made it. Last box of the day. That's a lot. 28 boxes, 1,120 units of beans. That's a lot. That's a big day. It's probably the biggest day I've ever had. I could have done more had I not had stuff going on this morning and got that seed truck in and all that kind of stuff. But we do still have to get the lids put back on all these, and that's going to take a little while. And I started putting some tags in, but we got to finish that up. So these beans all are getting a Cruiser Max Apex tag and an Exceed tag, which I've written the date on. The inoculant is a living bacteria, Brady rhizobia, and it has an on-seed life of 120 days. So we're well within our planting window. I usually don't start treating with inoculant. I kind of leave that until as close to planting as we can get. But with as much volume as we have to move here, once we're inside that window, we got to start doing it. And yeah, it should all be good. Hopefully, most of this seed is in the ground in 30 to 60 days. That puts us middle of April to the middle of May. That's ideal. Look at that. We got a loaded up trailer. Got all the boxes put away. I was on the phone with my sister for a long time, so I didn't film anything for you guys for a while. But anyway, we've got our 8 boxes on there, all strapped down, ready to go out in the morning. Like I said, we've got 4 trips to this first guy. The 4th one will be kind of a partial load, and there's another one on the way that's got a load and a half. So we're going to try and combine those, but we'll see. I'm probably going to try and get 3 of them out tomorrow. I don't think we'll get the 4th one. We'll see how it goes. If we get out of here early enough in the morning and we can keep making trips, we'll do that. So, exciting day. Ooh, Dad's been working on our cone bottom. We've got a couple of cone bottom tanks, and we had this one, took it out of the pit dike there a year ago, 2 years ago. I don't know, whatever it was. The bottom of it was all rusted. There was a C-channel under there, and it had rusted out. So Dad's trimmed it off and is welding some new stuff on there. These old pieces here, Dad bought the old bleachers out of our high school gymnasium about 10 years ago when they put new bleachers in. Well, maybe it hasn't been 10 years ago. And he's still finding uses for all of them. So it's a good spot for him, I guess. I used one to make my hinge thing over here on the gator. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's what's going on in the shop. We need to get the bean planter in here. I don't know when Brock's coming again, but yeah, we'll have the bean planter in here for him to start working on. Good morning. We're heading out with our delivery. We've got our 8 boxes on, strapped down, heading out. I got Rylan with me this morning. Say good morning.
Good morning.
They're on spring break this week, so get to hang out with me today. Brayson's with Grandpa. They're going to switch for the second. Made it back from round 1, and we are reloaded. These are all the same, 3 beans. Heading back to the same place we just went. I've swapped riders. We've got Brayson with us this time. He's in there. You can't see him. Anyway, away we go again. So these beans are all going up to Concha, Michigan. Oh, that door's open, Brayson. Can you get it? That one. To Concha, Michigan, which is North Coldwater. So that's where we're heading. It seemed forever away when I was in high school and we had to go there to play sports. It's still forever away, but now I'm getting paid to drink the drive, so it's okay. Looks like somebody's getting a new combine. Fancy, except for he's got his field lights on. But hey, whatever. It's that S7 600, I think that says. Nice. It's not ours. Round 2 unloaded. Up here in pivot country. He's got pivots and all kinds of good stuff here. And a crane. They got their own crane. How cool is that? Grace and I made it back from our second trip. I loaded up the 4 boxes that I had treated for our farm and threw them on the trailer. We're going to get them unloaded here. I got to wait the forklift. But Dad's been helping. The boys helping. We got a project today. Let's go check out what they're doing. Oh boy. So we used to have a kind of a holding pen out here back from when we had pigs and a loading dock, and Dad decided that he didn't need the fence there anymore. He wants to open it all up. Tearing some concrete out. You having fun?
Yeah. The boys needed to help me. It's a spur of the moment project.
Boys needed. It's not spur of the moment. You've been talking about it for a while, but maybe doing it today.
Well, I wasn't going to go this far.
Oh yeah.
Well, the boys say they want to go to Fort Wayne.
Okay.
And then they'll work tomorrow. Help me.
They'll work tomorrow. Good. Posts are rotten. That's a problem.
What am I going to do?
Yeah, gonna have to fix them. I'm supposed to have a seed truck showing up here today at some point. The guy told me sometime between 2 and 3, and it's now 3:30, and he's still not here. So, kind of waiting on that before we make this last turn here today with the... Is that a truck? Sounds like a truck. With the trailer here. Nope, that's not a truck. That's a pickup. All right. Anyway, while we're waiting, we've got some seed we can sort out and stuff, get ready for tomorrow. So, I'm going to do that. I started sorting stuff out. Truck driver just called me. He's clear over in South Bend still. He's a couple hours out, so we're gonna go. I should have left right as soon as I got loaded, and I would have been closer to being back on time. But now we're gonna go, and if we don't quite make it back, he'll wait. But I can't wait 2 hours and then make this trip. We'll never make it in time tonight. So let's roll out. Made it back from our third trip of the day. We'll finish sorting some seed out here in a little bit, but we got a truck to unload first. Struggle is real in this one. It's taking a while to get to the third pallet here. A little tight quarters, and he has very long forks on his pallet jack, which makes it a little tricky. We're getting there. Well, there was quite a bit on that truck. We got those 3 boxes, which are just hanging out here in the middle because I moved all these bags and filled in that row that I thought was going to stay empty like that, and then turns out I got 3 more boxes of them that need to go clear in the back there, so that was in the way. And then we got 8 more of that row over there that I had just gotten worked back to where it was manageable, and now we're built it back out, so we got to figure out where some of those are going. And then we got 5 boxes that I put in there. They don't really go there, but they're a 2.7 Extend Flex variety that I actually really needed those because I've been a guy that really wants his, and I hadn't gotten any of that variety yet. So glad to see those show up. Those will leave pretty quick, or at least some of them will. So in the meantime here, I'm looking for a very specific corn hybrid, 01U, that I have 24 bags of somewhere in this pile. And from what I understand, there's 2 separate lot numbers, which may mean that it's on 2 separate pallets. And I have to find it. And I don't see it. There's some 97-day stuff. It's probably right down here. That's my luck. What is it? Can't read it. 95D32. Nope, not that pile. 08R, I might need this. What do we got there? 10B. 97B. Okay. 03U. Might be in the other row. We'll see. There's some more 08R. That's easier to get to. We'll probably take that. 03U. There's more 08R. 02K. 02K. I need some of that, I know. Oh gosh, now we're way back in here. 02K. 97B. Must be on a split pallet. 02K. 03U. I don't know, guys. I'm not finding it. Finally, I found it. I've been looking for this for a while. There was 2 papers on that pallet, and they were buried together. I couldn't see them. I pulled the one, said 02K, and I'm like, well, it's not on there, but it's on that paper. Gotta be in there somewhere. There's 24 bags. I think it says, hey, there's 24 bags. Oh, there's 17 and 7. Except for the 7's not check marked, so hopefully they're on there. Okay, cool. Well, let's dig it out of here and see what we got. Apparently, we've got a bunch more of that hybrid to come that I didn't realize we didn't have yet. But, yeah, it's going to limit who I can deliver seed to for a little while. Ready for another round tomorrow. 8 boxes plus 24 bags. That's a little bit heavier load than we've done. Just the 24 bags. It's not that big a deal. Plus, some of those boxes are pretty light. They're small beans, so it'll be okay. It doesn't feel like I'm gaining, though. every time I take, I mean, I got three trailer loads out today, but I got truckload in yesterday and another truckload in today, and we're not pushing the pile back very fast. So hopefully our second load tomorrow, we'll get a bunch of bags out of here. That'll help that little pile over there. Plus we got 3 more pallets that we need to sort out, or partial pallets at least. And then we'll see. I don't have anything else lined up, but hopefully we can find somewhere else to go tomorrow yet. Brock is coming tomorrow. Hopefully I can convince him to film something that you guys might actually want to watch. Probably going to have him start with cleaning the shop out a little bit, and we'll get that bean planter in there and start figuring out what we got to do to that. Figure out if we need openers, if we need seed firmers, if we need seed tube guards, if we need who knows what. There's plenty of stuff, but we definitely got to go through the meters and wash all of them, and so we can get started anyway. Thanks for watching today. There with you right now. I'm gonna not put out quite as much content if I'm not doing anything exciting, so that's the reason you didn't see one yesterday. And you should get one tomorrow if I can convince Brock to film a little bit, which I should be able to. But then who knows after that. So just gonna get a little boring and a little few and far between here for you guys until spring hits a little bit more. But we're getting there. I am making progress. I'm making money, and that's a good thing. So have a great night. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for me if you would, please, and we'll see you tomorrow.